I'd almost forgotten about the rock.
So this was actually like a school project that I had, and part of the whole thing was like to not have music. Like normally I probably would have added some kind of music maybe in there. I don't know, but I'm kind of glad that we weren't able to add music cuz I kind of like how it turned out without music. So I was trying to figure out something, some kind of sound effects to add in there, and I was just like, well, if we're portraying this rock as like a monster, then maybe I'll give it like this like super growling like dog, just like some angry ass dog. But let's keep going.
The rock sits right between me and my girlfriend's apartments. I have to pass it every time I go there. It makes me uncomfortable. There's no way to explain it. It just does. Especially at night. It felt like it was watching me. Like a man sitting in a chair with a sheet draped over, just watching. Afterwards, I tried to take some edge off and forget about it.
Alright, before we hop into this, because this is probably my favorite sequence in the film, I had a bunch of ideas I was writing down for this. I was like, why would this rock like freak this guy out like this? As I described in the movie, it's like a man sitting in a chair with a sheet draped over. That's like what I would see every time I pass that thing and freak me out. So this is kind of based off of a true story, I guess. But anyway, when I was thinking like, because it was kind of stupid, I felt like, unless there was some kind of like, this guy's mind is getting kind of messed with a little bit. And I wrote down mushrooms, and I was like, I don't know if that's gonna be it or whatever. And I was at the grocery store and I saw the mushrooms there, and they were kind of like brownish yellowish tint, and I was like, all right, that will definitely like complement the color palette I'm going for. So I bought them, and I made this little stupid stupid little label just in Photoshop. And you see it's got like two barcodes like right on top of each other, and then like a third barcode in the corner. It's like something stupid I just made, but I thought it looked cool, so I had that on top of there and slapped it on. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, let's get back into it because I love this sequence. First time ever eating a mushroom right there, and I spit it out.
It actually made things worse. I've avoided ever since.
I love that cutback. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hype myself up. I just love that one. Best day to night effect I've ever done in my life right there. Same shot, just day to night.
I had had enough. That night I went to visit the rock to face my fears.
Okay, before we hop into this, the ending of it, I had, like, I literally wrote this film, and I started filming it not knowing what the ending was going to be, because I was just like, I just did not know what direction to go for it with it, and I had finished all the filming, and I still was just like, okay, like, what do I do? Like, I didn't know how I wanted to show this sequence, and the deadline was coming up, so I was like, okay. I had an idea, like the rock came to his door and like saw him there, and like he opens the door and it's the rock sitting there. But I was like, that's too hard. I have like one day. So I just kind of took like the easiest route, but I felt like it wasn't really the easiest route. It was just the simplest route. And I really like how it turned out. And I'm glad I took this route because I feel like any other way would have been just like a little too overboard. So yeah.
That was a bad idea.
Sorry, I know I'm pausing it a lot, and this is the end of the movie, but I just am glad that like if you look at this in like a certain way, if you watch it in a certain way, it's actually like a really funny movie. Like it's just like stupid funny, and like if you look at it like that, I think it's like so enjoyable for some reason. But anyway, let's get back into it.
The Rock got me.
The Rock got me. Let's go back a second. This whole thing with me running towards the camera, that was like a in the moment decision. Like I was sitting there and I was like, okay, like should I have him run at it? So I was like, and I recorded this all myself and I acted in it. It was like, it was a solo show for this one. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run towards the camera, but like it was like a stupid like in the moment decision. I ended up putting it in the film. The only thing about it is I wished I would have ran more straight towards the camera, but I still think it turned out pretty good for what it is. And you can see like a little bit of white in my shirt, and the white on my Vans looks kind of stupid, but overall, I'm happy I made that in the moment decision to run towards the camera to turn it off. I hope y'all enjoyed. I had a good time making this. I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.